means a lot of sweat, a lot of love, and a lot of fights, and a lot of getting along at the end of the day.
Take it from me, when you get an invite from Goodwood Hardware to celebrate anything, go. Today, it was their 20th anniversary of being in business, plus the first stop on the Bull Burger Battle. And we are not just talking your normal hamburger. Celebs, mascots, cheerleaders, and well, ODB, on hand and accepting all challenges like tasting everything in sight. Hamburgers on the grill are part of my DNA, and to get a chance to watch and learn from a two-time world champion, where else but right here.
We're here at Goodwood Hardware's 20th anniversary, and you know, there's nothing better than a great hamburger. And we just happen to have two-time world champion Wade Fortin with us today at Goodwood. Bull Grills, of course, is what you're cooking on. But tell us how to make the simplest thing, but really and truly make it taste great every single time.
Well, this is what I like to call Burger 101. And the first thing you want to do is you want to start with great products. I personally like to grind my own meat. So you go to your local butcher, wherever you feel comfortable getting the best steak you can possibly get, bring it home, grind it through your grinder, and then you know where that steak
where it's
comes
coming
from. I mean, there are companies out there that are mass producing burgers, and you get a hamburger that comes from 120 different cows.
Right.
You know, that one steak, you know what that looks like. You can control the marbling, the fat content. I always choose ribeye. Ribeye is a really good choice. It's got great flavor and perfect fat content.
So when you're looking at a ribeye, you're wanting more marbling or less marbling in a piece of meat?
Even marbling. Even marbling, and the great thing about that ribeye is it's got that fat cap on the side, and you can always like add a little bit more fat or a little less fat depending on how lean or how fatty. I always go usually 80-20.
So when you're buying that extra lean hamburger meat in the store, you don't want that extra lean for a really good hamburger. You want some fat content.
Fat is flavor. I mean, it's a classic. Fat is flavor.
All right, so tell me, you're two-time world burger champ. How do you differentiate your hamburgers from, say, John Jackson in the backyard, just mashing them down, throw them on the pit?
Well, what I like to do is a good quality meat. I don't overwork it. You want to just kind of bring it together, because what happens is that there's a scientific fact that it produces a protein called myoglobin. And what that does, it makes the meat stick together. That's why when you make meatballs or you make meatloaf, you're going to whip that into your mixer, and you're going to really get that meat to stick together. Burgers, you don't want that. You want more of a burger texture.
Right.
So you just kind of lightly, you saw me, I just patted it for a couple seconds.
But you're putting a thumbprint right in the middle. What's that?
Yeah, the thumbprint fools it into letting it stay its shape. Because a lot of times, you put a burger on the grill and it shrinks up like a football. So this will, make sure it fits the bun when you're done.
That's perfect. Little tricks that you don't know. So no massive seasonings. I mean, some people have their own special. Some people do. So
this is a little salt and pepper, a little garlic, a little onion. Salt, pepper, and a little extra. That's all you want. I've also put cayenne, smoked paprika, a little bit of mustard powder, oregano. But just a little bit more. Salt and pepper is the key, though. You want to get it nice and evenly seasoned. Get that thumbprint in there.
That's cool. That's a cool little fact. See, now we're fooling hamburgers on TV.
This is a Gorilla thumbprint. Pop it down and let it go.
Okay, so when we're talking about grill, hot or better, medium heat, what are we looking at?
I like hot.
Hot is better.
Now, if you're doing a lot of people, you can set up a zone cooking. The way these grills are built, we have 4 burners here. You can have 3 burners on high, that last burner on low, and you're good to go.
And we got to win.
Yeah, we got to win.
So you said something interesting a while ago while you were teaching a class. Like, sometimes I'll just cook right over the top of these metal grates, but then you get flame up. Exactly. I'm not really thinking correctly, am I?
Right. So a lot of grills are designed to have what's called a flame tamer. It's a deflector plate that goes over the burners.
Right.
So if you cook in the channels, like this burger's in the channel, any kind of fat that's going to drip down is going to drip through the channel and not on the plate, because the plate will flare up, and what happens is it starts to burn that fat, and you get that soot, and it doesn't look good, it doesn't taste good.
Yes.
And these grills, these are super hot.
Right.
So, I always go for a premium grill like a Bull, and it's phenomenal.
Tell me about Bull grills and what differentiates a Bull grill from just other market grills.
The burners are solid stainless steel cast iron.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of words. But what it means, it's It's guaranteed for a lifetime. It just holds up. A lot of times you'll have a grill that has a regular ceramic burner, and it breaks after 3 or 4 years.
Right.
These things last forever. They're even guaranteed for life.
Wow.
I mean,
Who
no
does
company.
that?
I know. If it's guaranteed for life, it means that we know it. We don't really have to replace a lot because there's no money in like replacing products.
And so you always get what you pay for when it comes to Bull Grills.
You do.
And
You do.
that's one of those things. If you're like me, you're outside cooking 6-7 days a week, then you need a grill that's going to stand up to that challenge.
Exactly.
So basically what you're doing now is just making the grill marks.
Yep.
So how long on each side are we going?
Depending how thick the burger is, this burger's a little thicker than normal, but usually anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes per turn.
Okay.
So we're going to wait like another 3 minutes. What's going to happen is that the burger's going to kind of release a lot of juice. You're going to see some juice forming up on the top. What that's telling you, the burger talks to you. The burger is telling you that it's getting close to a medium rare burger. Rare,
Okay.
medium rare. That's what it's telling you. So if you were to, once you see that juice leak on top, you were to cut it open, it would be basically rare, medium rare. Flip it over, do another minute or so on the other side, put your cheese on, you have a perfect medium burger. And I always get my burgers medium. I think
I hear ya.
it's for me, when I like to eat burgers, I like that, that medium zone where it's just the texture's perfect, the flavor's perfect, it's got plenty of juice, it's not mooing at you. I mean, I'm not a
Right.
big,
Not a blood fan, or
not a beef tartare fan
Right, I
on the burger,
understand. I understand.
But once that juice starts it up, like think about it, like so the inside of the meat is raw and red. Nothing's going on in there because it's cold
It's
and red. But once it starts to warm up, that liquid, that natural moisture that's in there is going to boil up to the top like anything else. Boil a pot of pasta, what happens to the water? Boils up to the top.
Yep.
Same thing with a burger. That's kind of those indicators that you're looking for. Because so when somebody comes up to me and they say, well, how long do you cook a burger for? And my answer is like, I don't know. When it's done, it's
When it
done.
says it's
I
done.
know. It's just like everything is different. You're like,
Right.
I had a famous chef, not famous, he's one of my chefs say that good food knows no time.
When you take it off, do you rest it? Do you do any of those
Yeah, I
things?
rest it for like at least a couple minutes to kind of let it just kind of, because what happens if you don't rest it, the juices will go down to the bottom of the bun, they'll sog up the bun, and you'll lose points on that. So now I can see that there's some, just you touch it a little bit, the juices are running pretty
So is
pretty
there
clear.
the right time to douse the cheese in there?
Juices start coming out. Once the juices start coming out clear, you're moving into medium well done territory,
Gotcha.
which is okay.
Good tip.
Normally I'd have a lid and I'd shut the lid, would melt this cheese in a heartbeat.
Right. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
get some buns.
Do you prefer a different cheese, or a regular American cheese, or cheddar, or?
I actually love American cheese. It's just because maybe I'm an American kid, you
Yeah.
know. Well, there you go.
So that's it.
Let's see it, cut it in half and see what it looks like. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you. So let's
That juice factor right there, buddy.
oh. But that's all you need with a full mouth.
That's a kid's menu burger right there. American cheeseburger.